A new weekly challenge. It's the whole 9 yards. Let's just see what we got in store. Restroom. Check the restroom. They sometimes know just how to make these missions sound so exciting. Okay, let's check the restroom. Because we've got Hershal as the star hero. Yeah. I'm going to use 2 melee characters because, of course, his leadership trait can cripple enemies, but it also can weaken them. So that's pretty cool. I've not used him before at all. I think his character model looks exactly like it was Scott Wilkinson, I think, who portrayed him, which is great. Most of the character models in this game are really convincing. Some of them are really bizarrely bad, but this is definitely one of the better ones. So, it's kind of cool. Let's get rid of them. Let's get Glenn working on the door. Okay, we've got a tank. I'm not going to startle any of the walkers more than I have to. I think we need to kill these guys. And we should be able to bat that tank away. Okay, now what kind of surprises are we going to have? Oh boy, I think the graphics have screwed up a little bit. Yes, they have. Can you see that? That walker is actually there. You might have had that problem before as well. Sometimes if you have things like, you're immobilizing them and you're also pushing them back, it gets the order wrong, and you can find yourself moving into a square where the walker should be, but isn't. Top tip for for the game in general. There's an update coming soon. Hopefully, they'll be able to fix it. But if not, it's definitely something to be aware of. So speaking of the update, sounds like they're going to be making some really impressive changes. So we're going to have Connie, character from the later seasons, introduced. Sounds like she's got an amazing leadership trait, which means that if you are close to her, you have a chance to get a charge point and your weapons cause extra damage. Her character model is perfect as well. The avatar of her in this game looks exactly like the actor. Perfect. There's a new assault weapon, which could be interesting. Long range, shorter spread than most assault weapons. It looks really funky. Have to see how it is in the game. And then they've got some changes just to the UI. There's a new seasonal event, of course. And a couple of other changes, including the Commonwealth Walker, who sounds almost insanely tough. He's going to be resistant to effects like crippling, presumably incendiary and the like. Could really add a lot of challenge to the game. Anyway, what's next for what's in front of us? Surrounded. Survive for 5 turns. Okay, this time... Kill walkers, complete missions. Okay, this time let's bring Princess into the mix. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Take that, take that, take that. Yeah, we're going all ranged for this one. Yes, that's what we're doing. Means a slight nerf for Princess if there's now a walker type that can't be status affected as well. Anyway, it's interesting. I like that they're mixing it up. They're giving us some new stuff to deal with. Perfectly cool with that. Okay, so they start on the right and then they come from the left. I don't foresee too many dramas while it's at this difficulty setting. Okay, so they start on the right, come from the left, and then from the top. At this stage, there's no need to use charge points or anything like that. We can quite easily kill them off. But after you've done a couple of skips, they're going to get a lot more tricky. This is where status effects really come in. things like crippling, incendiary, you're really going to need that. This is essentially a last stand. And there's a threat counter that is going to go off before you have a chance to complete the mission. So, better keep that in mind. Maybe you'd want to use silent weapons, melee characters, or just tool yourself up with a team that you are confident can handle, a full threat counter ticking over. When the threat counter reaches 0, they appear at the bottom of the screen, so at least you know to wait for that. And just try not to get surprised. Looks like you've got a lot of walkers to take care of every single turn. They are standard. There's no tanks. There's no spikies. There's no explosive walkers or anything. Just standard walkers. I mean, really, I think ideally a team like Princess, Mercer, and Yumiko, all with weapons that are going to slow the enemy down, set them alight, that kind of thing, would probably be best. But who knows? See how far you can get using Hershal as the leader, because then you get more points. Well, stars, I should say. 2 missions down, 212 stars. Boxed in, open the gate. Tempted to stick with this. Really tempted to stick with this. And the reason is because if you use Yumiko while somebody is occupied opening that gate, they will still turn around and attack whatever is near them. Pretty handy to be able to do that. We've got a threat counter, and yes, we are using noisy characters. So, see how this goes. And if it becomes apparent that using quiet characters is a smarter idea, then we can do that. Whoops. I really want Hershal opening the door because Princess is equipped with a weapon that is going to slow down walkers. So I want her free to move around, do what she needs to do. Where are the walkers coming from? Are they coming from those containers behind us? Certainly looks like it. Yep, that's where they are. Is it reasonable that they're going to appear and trap Princess? Not really. I don't think they're going to do that. So let's hold back here, see where they come from. Whoa, hey. Okay, so they did appear from where we needed to go. It's okay. Let's get them. So that's a top tip. That's a handy thing. You can kind of remember where they are coming from when you're playing through. Deal with them. Doesn't look like a tricky one. I would recommend a ranged team, including Yumiko, precisely because if things start getting close to the wire, or the gate rather, then yeah, you can still defend yourself. The person who's occupied opening that gate can still defend themselves. Although you might find characters like Ezekiel or some bruisers, maybe just hold that tide of undead back, beat them into submission, knock them out, whatever. Maybe that'll work for you. At least you know what to expect now. Okay. Don't know why this is called the whole 9 yards. Thought that was an American football term. Maybe not. Dodging the dead, go to the exit. Alright, you know what? I kind of want to bring in some melee characters. We've got a hero who excels. Yeah. You know, when he has a team of melee characters in tow. So why not take advantage of that? Give you the good stuff. Yeah, you've got the best warrior gear that I've got. Give you those. Give you that. And we get to it. Dodging the dead. Could be that a character like Beta is useful here. You know, you can just run past walkers and turn them. Oh, this is just... I think as we get to a certain point, some walkers spawn. So I'm going to be just a little bit careful not to go past here. Okay, so there's definitely some walkers there. Okay. So far, so good. Is this really all there is to this mission? I thought there was going to be some surprises. I thought that we would find some walkers suddenly just jumping out on us. No, it's literally a not very long walk to the end. No surprises, no special walkers or anything like that. Huh. Okay. That's an easy one. That's a bit of a gimme. Just run to the end. Don't hang around. You don't even really have to wait for that threat counter to tick to 0 and bring new walkers in. Characters like Daryl and Beta can just run past walkers completely unmolested. So there's a tip. But really, you're not going to struggle with that mission, I don't think. If you do, let me know. Ooh, this could be fun. Okay, what I'm going to do... Let's bring Mr. Mercer. He's going to take the toxic bulldozer shotgun because it's fun, basically. Plus that green from the weapon just goes so well with his orange armor. Okay, good. We've got Speedy stunned. Great. We don't have that metalhead on fire. Now we do. I think we do this. Obviously using the cookie to get more punch on that charge attack against the metalhead. And that's it. You kill the metalhead and the mission is complete. That's all you have to do. Even on higher difficulties, this might not be too much of a challenge. Set the damn thing alight. Hit it with Mercer with a cookie-boosted charge attack. You know, it doesn't matter how tough it is, doesn't matter what level it is, it will still take off massive amounts of HP. There you go. Bring Mercer, give him a cookie, get a charge attack, boom. That's pretty much the mission done. Just barreling through this, getting seasonal event tokens at a rate of knots, which I kind of like. Wow, is this truck stop kill all walkers? Okay, I'm gonna hop back to a ranged team here. Yum Yum with the pistol, Mr. Mercer with this. Yeah, because it can slow him down, cripple him. Kill all walkers, the easiest mission type. I would dare to say there is no mission on this which is particularly challenging. So in most challenges, there's usually that, you know, that mission, that one that you really don't want to do. In this, I can't see as there's really anything that's too scary. Walkers might be hiding like that, hiding around corners, but you're in no rush. There's no threat counter or anything that's going to be ticking down. You can keep your guys together. You can take these walkers out one at a time. And that is precisely what I suggest you do. Take it slow. You see a walker, take it down, and then just go forward, nice and careful. Keep Overwatch on. Okay, the whole 9 yards. This is not a tricky challenge. Guild Wars is not on to distract you anymore. So, perhaps you and your guild could get a record score here. Who knows? Maybe if you haven't done it before, you could push to complete this particular challenge. Obviously the missions do get trickier as they introduce new things. As you get to the very high levels, you know, special walker types will be introduced and things like that, but the actual format of these missions, it ain't too tricky. Well, if you have any dramas, let me know. Myself and the community will of course help with anything that we can. And in the meantime, thank you for watching.